Hey, and welcome to Affiliate Dialogues. This is the place where we dive into the minds of entrepreneurs, creators, publishers, and innovative thinkers. Whether you're starting a business, exploring field marketing, or wanting to take to the next level, join me as we explore digital insights and tactics, shaping the future together. Hello, today I'm thrilled to welcome a seasoned leader and innovator in digital marketing and business development, Pettersom Paiva. With over 15 years of international experience across Brazil, Spain, Portugal, and the UK, Pettersom has driven growth in commerce media, travel distribution, and affiliate marketing. Since 2024, he has worked at Advanced Store, helping drive new ideas and growth in digital advertising. He's also the founder of Merchant Links, a platform for content monetization, and Voopter.com, one of Brazil's leading travel apps with over 35 million users. Pettersom brings strong market knowledge and a clear vision for growth. Welcome to Affiliate Dialogues. It's a real pleasure to have you here today. How are you?
Thank you, Hannah. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much.
I'm very glad that you're joining today's episode. I'm always starting my episode with 3 quick questions. So we're going to dive in and we get to know you better. So my first question is Brazil or Europe for growth potential?
Oh, well, that's a good one. I mean, Europe is like the playbook, right? So many major markets in our industry, and yeah, growth is a constant thing for years. But if you think of Brazil, like Brazil is, I think, would be best for upside of any business in our segment. So the growth is more accelerated in the new world, and Brazil is kind of leading Latin America. So I think, yeah, Brazil would be right now.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. Second one is data-driven or gut feeling.
Well, as any entrepreneur, I believe that gut is something that you develop with time, and most particularly when you are leading and opening a business yourself. So I think the entrepreneur's gut is quite an asset for any company, and it is very important. But the gut will always be there in the beginning of the process, when we are like coming up with hypotheses, and yeah, gut is more present, let's say, when you are raising hypotheses of new business, new ideas, new revenue streams that we could explore. But you will need, as any like experienced entrepreneur, you will need more than gut to make decisions, in order to make decisions. So I think it's not either one or other, but I think it's just the order. I think we start with gut.
Yeah.
And gut, again, is an asset when we have experience, but then you need data to prove the hypothesis, every hypothesis that you're raising.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And the last one is a bit personal or maybe also work related, since you have the connection to travel. Third question is travel for business or business for travel?
Yeah, I would say both, because in my cases, as you know, travel distribution built my career. So not only with Voopter acting as an entrepreneur, but also before that, I was one of the key highlights of my career. I think it was like putting together the performance marketing department of the largest Spanish hotel chain, which is NH Hotels. And before and after that, I dealt a lot with travel companies, travel advertisers, and it's my personal favorite industry. And I love working in this segment, which is very difficult, very, very difficult when you think of it, because it's very hard to segment travelers. I mean, everybody's a traveler.
Yeah.
It's just, it depends for, in a very individual level. So it's kind of difficult to target that segment. Very challenging. and margins are not the best, as we all know. So it's a very challenging industry, I would say, but I still love it. I just love it. And then on the other hand, I travel a lot for work,
Mm-hmm.
not only because the work demands it,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm in charge at Advanced Store. I'm in charge of Brazil and Latin America, and we are opening Mexico soon. So I have to be there uh, frequently, while I still have, still based in Europe, and the company headquarters, as you know, are in Berlin, as you know well. So I do travel a lot
Mm-hmm.
for work, and it's a lifestyle. So and I'm quite used to that. So yeah, both.
Okay, let's go with this. It sounds very nice. I mean, I think traveling is impacting us on a business side and also on a personal level. So definitely, yeah, an important fact. All right, now I want to know a little bit more about your whole journey as you've built successful projects in Brazil and Europe, working with both global corporation and your own startups. What would you say first drew you into digital marketing and affiliate partnerships?
Well, I think I can say that I joined that arena on its early days. Um, I was an advertising student, taking my degree when e-commerce became a thing. So um, I was lucky to join the ride from the beginning. My career started in Brazil as a trainee, and with time within the online business division. And with time, I was promoted, and I got offered the job of first e-commerce coordinator, and then later the whole online marketing of the whole group. I was in charge of the online marketing of the whole group, and I was pretty young back then, my early
Mm-hmm.
20s, and it was kind of a lab.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like taking big risks. We're talking about the early 2000 years, and we came up with like an online supermarket before big players came around with the same idea. We came up with an auction website, um, events ticket website, purchase website. Tried so many things. Most of them didn't work too well, but we learned so much. Then I got offered a job in Spain, moved to Spain, moved to an advertising agency, and uh, there I was given the role of key account manager for direct response
Mm-hmm.
advertisers and campaigns. And that was the moment when I learned about affiliate marketing. We talk about the year 2005, 2006. And it didn't take me too long to understand that affiliate marketing was very powerful and a segment within um, my publisher database. I was fascinated, and I was lucky again to be invited by TradeDoubler to
Mm-hmm.
open their business in Portugal, run from Spain, from Madrid. That was 2006, and I stayed in the company for 4 years, I would say. Moved to the international team, and from there I moved to NH Hotels, as I said. So had experience to open, the performance marketing area where affiliate marketing was substantial, very
Mm-hmm.
important, a very well recognized brand, and a vast number of small publishers willing to work on a CPA basis with us, and that was very successful, I think I can say. And from there, I was invited to join forces with Rodrigo Genovese in the process of opening Xanox, as it was called
Oh,
back then in Brazil. That was the year 2011, 2012. And I moved back to Brazil, and I think I could help a little bit there. Uh, but Rodrigo did an amazing job, and now we know how big AWIN now, as it's called now, as we all know, is in Brazil, is the
yeah.
leader in
Yeah.
that market. So it was a very successful experience. From there, I took the risk. I left the company and started my own startup, which was Vupter. So basically a flight meta search, so like Skyscanner, Kayak, but we had like this unique proposition, which was multi-date calendar, like a core proposition, and our MVP, like our initial website, worked well. So I say, yeah, let's go all in for this. So I left the win and focused on that when we got VCs from different parts of the world, including Germany, investing in the business, and the business grew quite a lot. As I said, we reached 35 million in total throughout the years. It was quite successful. Of course, pandemic hit that hard, so business is still there and Vupter is still doing very well. But of course, I had to find something new because pandemic hit travel too hard. I returned to Spain and opened this new business, Merchant Links and Super Troopers, basically two different brands for two different segments, but technology was the same. Basically, we're providing content creators on one side and portals on the other side with widgets for in order to empower them to monetize the traffic, the audiences with affiliate revenues, with meta search capabilities, price alerts, and stuff like that. And it worked really well, but not on the scale that we needed. That was when I had the chance to speak to Mark Majewski, founder and CEO of the store. And he was really interested in what I was doing. Of course, I knew Advanced Store for so many years. We knew each other for so many years already. And he told me that they were thinking about launching the business in Brazil and also to develop new ideas. And I was just like, oh, this is where I want to be. So that was early 2024. And I'm so glad that I joined the company. I'm so glad I'm part of Advanced Store now. And very, very happy with the first results. Like Brazil, we being like profitable from the very first month and growing steadily, and now about to open business in Mexico. So that was basically my journey, and I have to say I've been quite lucky, and I am quite lucky to be where I am now. So that's been quite a ride so far.
No, it's been really right. And also, you said like you only joined Advanced Store last year. Would you say it was just like you were like finding each other's way to like work together and see like the potential from both sides? So it was the perfect time, would you say, to like work and start together?
And that's so true, and that brings us back to the gut subject, because as an amazing entrepreneur that he is, and with all the different projects he came up with throughout the years and the risks that he took, and most of the projects and products that he came up with, and the whole team, most of them did work really well. Some didn't, but that's just part of the business, and that's what we say when talk about gut. So Mark's gut is like something you can rely on. So that's what I was talking about. He's the best example of what an asset the gut of the entrepreneur can be. A right way of saying that. But anyway, I think you get the idea.
I get it. Yeah. No, that's amazing. Since it's also today's topic, also a bit the whole Brazil market and the affiliate landscape, since Brazil is one of the largest and fastest growing digital economies in the world. And my question is, from your experience, what makes the Brazilian affiliate and commerce media market unique compared to like Europe or North America?
Okay, that's a good one. And I could be like talking about that for hours, but I won't. Try to be concise. So you have to think Brazil as a very large market. It's a very, very big country.
Yeah.
Talking about 2010 million people, with like almost 90% of people using smartphones on a daily basis for everything. Country of creative people, not only because of history and and influences, but also when you think of it, like the creativity of the Brazilians, it's kind of a necessity. Actually, it's kind of you need to be creative to get food on your table. When I was born, I'm not that young anymore. When I was born, Brazil was considered to be like a third world country, and I think that to some extent it still is, but changed so much the last 30 years. We don't have this thing that we have in Europe called welfare state. Oh, I think like officially we have, but it doesn't really work. So you cannot really count on the authorities. So that shaped, I think, the soul and of people. That it's quite unique, as you said, when it comes to our business, like affiliate marketing. As you know, affiliate marketing depend pretty much on big publishers, but also on this long tail of small business.
Yeah.
And if you think like content creators, like in Brazil, it's not that everybody is consuming social media on a daily basis, but it's also a lot of people. Like, I take the risk to say that it's more than 1 million or some million of people making their living out of content in social media as self-employed small businesses, because this is the nature of these people. Salaries, like wages, are very low in Brazil compared to Europe, for instance. So I know a number of stories of successful affiliates that started by recording some content with their smartphone at home, giving tips, advice to people, and became like a very big thing. So of course we watch this phenomenon everywhere in the world, but I think in Brazil is quite unique. And also something that I would say, on the other hand, we are very influenced by American culture when it comes to consumption. When we say that in one hand wages are lower in Brazil, on the other hand, people, I mean, Brazilian individual, it's quite, I would say, more like into consuming new things and more, more interested in purchasing novelties and fashion and stuff like that. Then a number of brands that did better in Brazil than their original markets in Europe. There are some business that tried like a number of markets, and right now they shut their business everywhere and they just keep their business in Brazil because the Brazilian consumer is like very active.
Where do you see the biggest opportunities for brands who are entering Brazil today? Would you say there are also mistakes they should or they could avoid?
Yes, big time. Now, I mean, it's a thing now. Everybody is like watching what the United States are doing in terms of taxes. Of course, that's having an effect everywhere in the world. But if you think of it, Brazil has been protectionist. The tax structure in Brazil is so complex, and it's not really helpful when it comes to foreigner companies' operations. I'm talking about, let's say, you have a local advertiser, like a Brazilian affiliate marketing advertiser, and then of course you have like international publishers that are willing, that have traffic audience in Brazil and are willing to work with those advertisers. There's a problem because according to the tax structure in Brazil, an international publisher is considered to be a foreigner service provider. For services, Brazil will tax you heavily because the local authorities understand that services can be offered locally by Brazilian people and companies. So they make life really hard to
Yeah.
international publishers, let's say. And luckily for international publishers, Advanced Store has worked hard on that in order
Mhm.
to get our local business, our local entity. Through Advanced Store, international publishers can operate in Brazil with no need of a local entity
Mhm.
and without the whole tax burden
Yeah.
that they would have to face if they were like working directly with those advertisers, which is
Yeah.
just not doable. So it's the tax schemes are very challenging.
Very interesting to give us these insights. And I think we can clearly say that like growing a business in Brazil often means like finding a balance between new ideas and, as you said, the challenges of the local market. Yeah,
And local bureaucracy and protectionism.
exactly. And what role do you think would play AI and automation in, for example, also scaling affiliate and performance marketing in Brazil? Would you also say you can see huge differences, or is it also, yeah, how's the situation?
I don't think I can say that it's different in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we all have to be not only to watch it closely, but we have to take part on this transformation that's going on. And I think at Advanced Store we're doing an amazing job when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Taking part of not only the automation, the power of automation with large language models, but also with creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the moment where the innovative mind will play with an advantage.
Yeah.
And we are very open to innovation when it comes to new business in at Advanced Store. And of course, we're going to be applying that in Brazil as well. We do have some very interesting plans. I just cannot share them with you right now. Not
Yeah,
today, next
not
time.
today.
But we have a couple of projects
Mm-hmm.
that will start in Brazil first as a initial market to
Yeah.
prove the thesis, the hypothesis, and they carry some AI components in it. Actually, I feel
Okay.
like saying more, but I just can't. Not now.
Yes.
Next time, Hannah. Next time, I will come up with. I'll bring some news to you in
Some
that.
news. Okay. We stay in touch, and I expect a new episode in 6 months, and then we want to hear all the secrets, which are not going to be secrets anymore then.
Anymore, yeah, and I'm looking forward to that.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, we stay with the future outlook, 'cause this is my last topic. So I have written down looking ahead to 2030, but I mean, if it's also going to be big changes maybe next year or like in the next years, I just want to know like which sectors in Brazil would you or will you see the biggest impact from digital transformation? Yeah, what is your idea?
Well, right. I mean, no need to say that travel is a big one to me. I really
Yeah,
believe in it, and Brazilians are so much into traveling these days, and there's still like a huge potential for travel distribution.
yeah.
But also fintech, as I mentioned.
Mhm.
So we already had technology even before internet. We were already like working. Well, people were used to. I mean, of course, if you think of it, like in Europe, it would be quite. Everybody's buying their houses
Yeah,
with installments, like with the mortgage. In Brazil, people mortgage everything, like food, like market, and that was always like that, always.
okay.
So yeah, fintech have and will always have in Brazil like very big market to flourish.
Mhm.
And also retail, of course, because
Yeah, yeah.
retail media, as you all know, is a thing. Lately, I've been attending some very important fairs, events in Brazil, and it's amazing how many retail media companies are already out there, how like every major e-commerce website has already developed their
Yeah.
media department, and they're coming up with different ideas. So retail is a big thing.
Okay. All right. And my last question is, what advice would you give to international companies who are aiming to succeed in the Brazilian digital market?
Oh, my advice is quite straightforward. You should get in touch with us, with Advanced Store,
Yeah.
because we are acting as an agent for that.
Yeah.
So again, we have our entity, and we are able to run,
Mm-hmm.
or at least, I mean, better said, to bring international publishers to local Brazilian advertisers and solve the sort of the tax challenge,
Mm-hmm.
which is which is the most important one. But also with advertisers, we are like open to discuss like the introduction of new advertisers and affiliate networks that want to start operating in Brazil. We are happy to partner with them, to help them, setting up their business in Brazil, and soon in other in other Latin America
Mm-hmm.
markets like Mexico.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say pay attention to tax rules, and as a rule itself, and land with partners. Like
Yeah. Okay. That's a good advice. I hope it's gonna help people who are gonna hear this, and but I'm pretty sure. And yeah, Pettersom, thank you so much for sharing your insights. It was really interesting. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I learned so many new things. And yeah, do you have any last words to share?
No, I just want to thank you, Hannah. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure as usual, and I really appreciate that you're doing what you're doing. It's very helpful. I think we we are still kind of a new industry, so to say, like
Yes.
with marketing. We do need these places like
Yeah.
Affiliate Dialogue,
Yeah.
where we can talk about our business, we can share and exchange ideas. We have to be, we have the chance to bring transparency to a number of things. And so yeah, I want to thank you for the work, for the work you're doing, and congratulate you, and
Thank you.
being thankful for you having me once again.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yes, it's really important to talk about this and to take this space. And yeah, I hope that so many people are now motivated to contact Pettersom or Mark for to bring the Brazilian market more and more forward and to learn more. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day, and hear you soon.